Engström from Sweden. Time to resettle. Here we go again. And Carter has had a flyer from the outside, and so too has Gunderson from grid 2. So Carter coming sweeping around the outside. He leads it. Gunderson is second. In third place is Gilligan Reiner. But that really was a picture start from Kenny Carter. And from the outside it is Hack, and from the inside it is Carter. And Hack leads it. Carter is second. Third is Dodson. And now the battle is on between the German and Kenny Carter. Hack made the game from the outside. Carter's chasing hard. Dodson's back in third place. And now can Kenny Carter get up for England? And it really is getting tight there, and Carter will give nothing away as Hack locks up, and now Dodson is up in contention around the outside of Kenny Carter for England, and here come the Danes. Carter holds off. Hack still in front. He thought the Germans might prove a bit of a handful. But Carter roaring through on the inside. It's getting awfully tight, and now Carter makes his movement. Carter moves through on the inside, but Hack is not finished, and they're absolutely shoulder to shoulder, and this is a tremendous heat 4. And it's terribly tight, really is. Hack moved across in front of Carter, blocked his move. Carter will now try the outside, though I don't think there's much drive there. And we have had 4 laps of classic speedway, and now Carter again makes the inside run. Can he hold on for England? Carter inside, Hack on the outside. I think Nelson's going to go through as well. He has. So over the line is Carter for England.
Kenny, tremendous heat for you there. First of all, how is your jaw?
Well, I went to hospital on Monday and had on my 5-6 wires out, and it's, as you can see if you look at it, if I hold my face up, it's all swollen, and I just come to this meeting that if I qualify, I qualify, if I win it, I win it. But I just come sort of to qualify, but I wasn't really bothered what happened because I was in so much pain that just, you know, see how we go.
Take some of the pain away, a performance like that.
Yeah, well, it's, you know, sort of when you're riding, you don't think about the pain, but when you're saying pitch, you feel it, you know.
Here's heat 18. And Lee has not quite made the jump from the start. In fact, he's back in last place. He's got a nudge on the first corner. Leading it is Phil Collins. In second place is Kenny Carter, just moving past him now. In third place is Mel Taylor. And amazingly, it's Michael Lee at the back. And from the inside, it is Carter. Carter leads to the first corner. In second place, coming around the outside, it is Bastable. And Bastable has ridden a beautiful corner there.
To make sure of his place in the Intercontinental final. And Carter there angrily waving away a photographer. Must be a bit distracted for him. It's a very, very important race for the young man from Yorkshire. Here we go, heat 18. And getting a big knock going up to the corner there. It was Carter, and it was Morton who collided. But Carter, it was who managed to hold on. Pennell's in front, but Carter had roared around the outside. And into him goes Pennell, and they're both in trouble, and they're going to go down through the fence. In goes Carter, and into goes Pennell. Something really had to give there, and give credit to those riders. It could have been a really ugly one, and Carter is not at all amused by Bruce Pennell because he did run him in hard.
Kenny Carter, your version, do you think that was the right exclusion of Bruce Pennell?
No, I think Brooks were a bit selfish there, and if he would have probably rode normal, it maybe have beat me, I might have passed him, but he tried to be, you know, a superstar and put me through fence, didn't he?
Well, let's have a look at it, because he claims that you were pushing on him, really.
Well, if you see at the start here, I come to the start, and I made a fairly good start, but I went in a bad rut, and I went across and I touched Chris. If you look at touch Chris coming out of the start, in a minute, they'll say I touched Chris, and we sort of both wobble, there, we both wobble a bit, you see, like there, and I come round Bruce, and if you look, I come past him down the straight, I go wide there, but when I come past him down the straight here, and when I come past him, I'm coming across, coming into the corner, right? If you see that I'm in front now watch Bruce there, right? Watch Bruce there, he hits me, now he takes me out and keeps me out, he doesn't turn, look, just rode me out all the way, two-wheeling it, it's on television to prove it, I don't have to lie, nobody has to lie, he's proved it on telly. He just two-wheeled me out, straight out to the fence. If he would have turned out, he would have probably come under me and passed me, but he had to knock me off, didn't he?
So far it's been dry, but the clouds are threatening as Heat 2 gets underway in perfect conditions. And it is the English pairing, Louis on the inside and Carter, who get clear on this first lap, and they really develop into a battle royal. Anderson's back in third place, and Louis holds out his younger teammate who really is challenging both inside and out. Under in just a bit of trouble, controls it well back in second place and makes his move now on the inside and just gets the drop on Louis going into lap 3. It's a very even break, and it looks like Carter, who will show Carter in front. Second place is Anderson. They're all swinging wide, and Knudsen's come around the curve and almost caught them all napping, but not Kenny Carter. Oh, Jessop's let it get away again, and I think Carter's going to be squeezed out on the first corner. Jessop leads it. In second place, it's going to be Carter, or is it going to be Olsen around the curve? I think it's Carter who's just got the drop. Jessop in front, Carter is second. Third place now, Gundersen's making his move. And Gundersen has come around the outside of both Olsen and Carter. And somebody seems to be popping and missing out there. It's difficult to see who it is. Jessop's in front again. Gundersen has made his way up. It looks like Carter's the one in trouble. And Carter has given up the ghost. And again, the drama unfolds in large dollops here at Wembley. Carter's going to win it. But we're going to have an American world champion. It's going to be Bruce Pennell going over the line on his back wheel. There he goes.
Here's heat 1. Carter, Major, Graham left away there. And again, Carter made a terrific start. Going with him to Graham, although he almost overtook the second turn, allowing Major through into second place. Remember, it's just 118 yards around in this tiny Wembley circuit. And Graham has picked up Ivan Major at the last lap. And Carter has again moved up, and Carter's trying the inside run on the grass there. That might be worth having a look at, because it looked like Kenny Carter went across the inside line as they go into the bottom corner, and Carter throwing everything in. Pennell holding on as they come over the line. It's going to be a close call, and it's Jess Pennell. And away now, again, Crump is impatient. You can almost smell the tension, and away they go this time, and it is Carter who breaks, and so too has Sigalos. And Kenny Carter, well, the wee tyke was everybody's choice as potential champion. He has 5 points as well. Here we go, heat 11. And it got awfully tight around the outside, and Carter squeezed over there. And that really was just a little bit naughty. It'll be interesting seeing that one again. But in front, it is Louis, and Carter goes across the curb and moves his teammate over. And, well, coming through too is Alan Graham into second place, so it's Carter and Graham. That was a first lap when just about everything hit us. But the kitchen think Carter's in front.
Kenny, 1 or 2 anxious moments for you in that heat at the start?
Yeah, I made a bad start. My clutch was dragging me into the tips, and I thought, you know, I'd made a sort of bad start. So
well, we'll show it to you now.
Yeah.
You thought what?
Yeah, my bike was pulling me into the start, and I had to hold it back. And when the front wheel lifted, I come into the corner, and I just sort of, you know, I couldn't get there. And when I come on the inside of John coming out, because I was not getting any drive coming around the corner, and then I saw John, so I decided to come back on the inside. But as I turned on the inside, so did John, and my front wheel hit the curb, but my back wheel, you know, I just saw was on the track, and just went from there then.
So there's no problems about that at all, was there?
Well, I wasn't too happy, you know. I think I had the wrong gear on and my bike was spinning, but hopefully we can tune it up, you know.
3 points, only 1 drop so far tonight.
13, the one that can sort it all out. And away they go. And it is Carter and it is Graham who move out. And Graham was the ruthless one. And this is Super Speedway because Carter's fighting back. That really was a no-holds-barred first corner. And on the outside we have Kenny Carter and the 2 outside riders. Indeed, all 3 riders here, John Louis in Cartwright, Kenny Carter, are all from Halifax. So we've got 3 Halifax riders and Gordon Kennett on the inside of heat 10. And it's again Louis who hits the front. Tiger really is so sharp from the start. In second place it is Cartwright, in third place it is Carter, and at the back Gordon Kennett. Soaring through on the inside there we have Kenny Carter, and the 3 Halifax riders are really stretching them here in heat number 10. It's still Louis, but now he's got his young teammate Kenny Carter right behind him. Carter only 20 years old, and Louis, who is going to be 40 on June the 14th, and Carter, the young man, has gone through. It was a very clean and clinical burst through. and a tremendous piece of action into the last lap. Carter has come from third to first, showing just why they call him the Crown Prince of English Speedway. Just remember, this young man had a broken jaw in 8 places a little over 2 months ago. He takes 3 points. Second place, it was Louis. Third place, it was Cartwright. Gordon Kennett in the back there. That's a surprise there, no points. But Kenny Carter, in his first British final, takes 3 more points, and now he's in touch with the top. And who's it going to be? And it looks like from the inside, Graham, and on the outside, Kenny Carter. Carter will make his move around the boards. He seems to have the drop. He goes clear.
And it is Carter from the inside who's got away. Carter hits the corner in front. And it is Segala from the inside, and Carter swoops across from grid 3. Carter leads in second place, Segala. Third is Olsen. At the back it is Nemi. And Kenny Carter, the Crown Prince of English Speedway, really waving the Union Jack.
And they're away this time, and from the inside it looks like Anderson gets a jump, and so from the outside has come Carter. Carter sweeps across the field. We go for heat number 8 with 2 unbeaten riders. Away they go, and Segalos it is who gets away, and Carter really has ridden around the outside of him at the first corner, and that's a tremendously brave corner from Kenny Carter.
Kenny Carter wins the gate.
Yeah, Kenny can handle the pressure, and this injury lately has just relaxed him enough to whereas he's got really impatient. He really wants to go, and he's going.
And here comes Carter right round the line, up the inside completely, and look at him banging into Pennell. Carter on the inside, another one for Pennell.
What a move! And again, Pennell will swing on the inside, and he's taken Carter out and knocks him straight into the fence.
Out of turn number 2, Carter goes down. Carter has crashed through the retainer.
Kenny Carter, what happened?
Well, Bruce Pennell just took my leg straight from under me, and my front wheel went, and I had just no chance.
Are you all right?
Well, I'm a bit winded. That race, I had turned in the corner, and Bruce just took my leg, and I couldn't even turn. Just both of my wheels just went from under me, and he just ran me straight through the fence coming out. I was on the outside in front, and he just took my leg straight underneath me, and I'm not kidding, referee. I just hadn't a chance. I've been injured as it is, and hello? How can I cause a stoppage of the race when he just took my leg straight from under me? Unfair riding, obviously. I mean, I passed him on the pit corner and he bloody turned right. He turned left. You can ask Barry Briggs, Ivan Manger, ask anybody. That's disgusting. Bloody, it's just robbed me of the world title, that. Do you know that?
You bring the guy halfway around the world to make a decision like this.
And it looks like the security men have got him now, and this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. We've got some very, very hairy security men moving in there, and this is really getting out of hand. And this is one of the most tragic moments in so many world finals we've covered. We always feared that it was going to burn on a short fuse. We thought the American contingent would be maybe looking for Carter. We never thought it could possibly end like this. And surely we don't need those great pug ugly beefcake security men to clear Kenny off the track.
And there is the man who lost it all in race 14, Kenny Carter. It was so very, very close.
Kenny, you've ridden here before and you top scored for England and against Australia in a test match. What are your thoughts on the circuit?
Well, I like Liverpool Raceway, and as long as I do as good as I did last year when I come, I'll be happy. Yeah, it's getting hard life these days, you know, flying here and flying there, and, you know, I enjoy it.
They're in joint third place at the moment. The tapes go. It looks like Larry Ross has got... He is in blue here. And it's seeing them pairing in front. Peter Collins is in front. Carter's in second place. In third place it is Olsen. And this is a little bit better for the Lions. And away we go, and it is the England pairing that show in front. Carter and Collins. Collins on the outside, Kenny Carter on the inside. In third place there, it is Stansel.
Heat number 8, we look for Kenny Carter, England's lone star. He's in the red helmet colour. We've got Dennis Sigalos, we've got Preben Eriksson in there, and Bjorn Anderson for the Swedes as the tapes go. And it's Sigalos who gets away. He's in yellow and black. Where is Carter? Carter's in second place. In third place, it is Bjorn Anderson from Sweden. And, well, we look now to Carter because the British side, the English side have fallen behind. Carter has been the lone star, really, of English Speedway this year. He never gives up trying. 21-year-old Yorkshireman chasing the lanky Californian Sigalos. It isn't the easiest trick in the world to come from behind. But Carter is a Yorkshireman with grit and drive and never stops trying. And Sigalos just doing a mono wheel there, but still going clear. As we move round into the last lap, and Carter really must get up now. Sigalos has ridden him beautifully. He seemed to have counted every move. So we look for something extra special for Carter on this last lap as they go into the last two corners. And Carter on the inside and goes through. And that was really ruthless. Oh, what aggression from Carter. Straight through, out of my way. I'm coming through. That is a win for England, a vital win. Oh, Carter, of course, has really been a sensation for the English. Hasn't really got away here. We've got Sean Moran in front. Moran and, oh, my word, Hans Nielsen almost lost it there. Sean Moran leads it. Here comes Carter around the pit corner. Around the outside of the American. Now, has he just got the horsepower? Yes, he has.
Kenny Carter of Halifax, surely a world champion of the future.
But it's 3 points that they're all looking for, and let's see what Carter does from the outside. He goes right round that corner there, going past Trump and Gunderson into first place. Kenny Carter, who's not certainly not put a foot wrong so far in this meeting, and in not too many meetings this season. Kenny Carter's out in front, got Wire in second place, and he's certainly fooled a few of them tonight. But he's being challenged, and now down has gone Kenny Carter. He lost it there coming out of that turn.
It's a pretty clean break, and from grid number 3, it's Carter who shows. Carter in front. Second place is Gunderson.
What's it like at this time of the day, Kenny, for a World Final?
Well, I don't know, you know, pretty good really. Been playing with my baby this morning and having a few laughs and jokes with my dad and that, and just hope we can laugh afterwards. Well, you know, really just making everybody look silly, innit?
Well, I just asked him just now about what he got in the engine. He said it wasn't the engine, it was him. But it did seem to go a bit quick there, didn't it?
Well, I think Ollie Olsen's got some of the fastest bikes in the world, and he passed Ollie's chain fella.
What would you say then, looking at it?
Just keep the cameras on him.
It's left you speechless, is it?
I don't know what to say, you know, what can I say?
Well, let's watch that incident again. You see Carter looks, sees Gunderson's gone, knows there's no danger here. Watch this little gesture. Oh, he's cocky.
Oh, Sam, listen, please. On gate 1, there's a big rut, and I went in that rut, and he went in the middle on the rut, and then he come right on the edge where there's nobody been on gate 2, in front of me, and it was on my side, but if you look at the gate, there's a big rut where I was, and everybody's been in that rut. Yeah, okay.
Clearly know they must get first and third here to be assured of the crown, the break. And who is it? It's Major who just hits the corner in front. Carter trying the outside. Collins down the inside. Here come the Lions. Carter around the outside. Major just holding on and squeezing out Peter Collins, but this is enough for England. And Kenny Carter goes clear of Ivan Major, of course, who is his manager. And the English fans in the crowd now beginning to raise a beat. Carter, time to look back. He really has established a commanding lead here in Heat 20. This is Carter from Halifax, of course. Collins is looking back for him, and Peter Collins really has some pressure from Larry Ross, his Belgian teammate. And Carter comfortably in front, still looking back. Waiting and saying, come on, Peter, you've got to get moving. Let's have a look at the battle. There is Major clearly in second place. Now, where is Collins? And more important, where is Ross? You can see Collins just holding on into the last lap. And Carter is comfortable, and Collins now seems to be well set in third place as well.
And England are going to take this World Crown surely unless something disastrous happens. They last won it back in 1980, and they've won it now 6 times in 14 years. If they could just hold on, and Carter goes over the line. England have done it. Collins picks up the 3rd place point, so England back on top of the Speedway world.
Was it that easy? Well, in the end it turned out easy, but we had a lot of problems on the way, and we had the luck, and I'm just so happy that me and Pete won and that England won in general, and just hope that England can win the Grand Slam this year and bring it back to England instead of America like they deserve. Right.
As we wait for the start, the so important start of Heat 10, away they go, and it is Carter who shows, and Carter shut down on Morton and didn't allow him to get out of the dirt.
This isn't the first time, isn't it? Let's just look at your record. Broken jaw in 1981, internal injuries in 1982. Don't you fancy gardening as a career?
Well, I was watching the snooker last night and I thought it might be an idea to start taking up snooker.
If everyone else was worried about Carter's comeback with a broken leg, he showed no signs as he took a snooze in the pits, complete with specially made boot. The fans' message was clear enough.
They breed them tough in Yorkshire, as we know, but even the grittiest competitor would win surely at the sheer bravado, some might say near insanity, of England's premier rider. Motive. And Kenny's obsession to be a world champion is such, he'd probably ride round with both legs broken if he had to.
But obviously I've got 2 more races, hopefully. If I can win them, then I can go home after scoring 9 points. So, you know, if I don't go too good in my next races, then I'm going to have to wait and race all the 5 races, which I'm hoping that I can do 3 races and then go home. It was hard work in that race, and I was settling for 3rd. And then Neil Collins came around the outside and I sort of got a little bit tangled up, and there's nothing really I could do anything. I'm going to have to go the distance now, and I just hope that, you know, I can go better in my next ride.
The boot and shield soon removed, and all the relief and pleasure of it all.
I'm just the happiest man in the world, you know. I had a baby boy last week.
The injured Kenny Carter. He qualified for this British final riding with a leg fractured in 4 places and having to be lifted on and off his bike like a medieval knight. Just before the racing began, Gary Newbern asked him what problems he had racing with that broken leg.
Well, if you look at the boots, you know, you can see the difference in size, and I've got to have a special cast on, so I have no movement on my right leg. So it's hard work when you're riding because you can't manoeuvre the bike the same, so it's difficult.
When you go abroad in long track meetings, are you some of the boys ride in worse conditions than this?
Well, the problem is, if this meeting would have been nowhere else in England, everybody would have rode, they would have had to ride. I think they will ride today. But if you look on the inside where people's rode, it's dry. I mean, you can see the track over there. There's no problem. It's on the outside where it's wet, but nobody rides there. And I think the problem is, because it's raining, a few riders have scored no points or 1 point, and they don't want to carry on. I've won 1 race, I might come last in my next race, and I've got a broken leg. You know, I've got a broken leg, and I'd like to ride. And if it was that bad, I wouldn't want to ride. But
referee's just announced we're carrying on.
But if you look at the track at Oxford, I've got a video of that meeting, and the track was worse than this, and it was pissing down.
It was raining?
Yeah. And I'd just like to say, I'm not very happy. I was in the changing room, 16 riders and myself, and 5 or 6 of the riders sort of ganged up on me because I wanted to ride and started swearing and things at me. And that's from the England teammates, so I don't think very much of them either.
So the riders, the temper's getting so frayed that they carry on, they turned on you?
They're starting turning on me because I want to ride, you know. I voice my opinion, say I want to ride. They voice their opinion, say they don't want to ride. And so there's no need to get nasty, but they seem to get a little bit nasty.
First 4 races, the winner has come from the inside grid in red. And away they go again and up to the first corner. It is Carter away bravely. Carter leads it. 2nd place is Louis. 3rd is corner here in Heat 15. A fantastic picture of Carter's concentration. And he is impatient. Settle back down, away they go this time. And it looks like, they all bunch to the corner. And it's Carter in front. In 2nd place it's Wigg. And it really is tight as Wigg and Carter. Wigg is mono-wheeling. And it is Peter Collins who gets away and who locks down on the line looking for Carter. And around the outside is brother Les. And of course the Collins boys are going to carve up Kenny Carter. Peter Collins in front. 2nd place Les Collins. Can Carter get through into 2nd place? It looks like he's going to have a go. And has he got the drop on Les Collins? They're absolutely locked together down into the 3rd corner.
And Carter is going to go through surely this time. Does so. He is through, and he's battling with the Collins boys. And this is a fine piece of speedway again. Collins, Peter in front. Carter now challenging hard. Not a lot of love lost between these two, and Kenny Carter is really riding the race of his life, and he's got the drop on Collins as they move into the last lap. And Carter in front, Peter Collins is second, Les Collins is third. The kid with the gammy leg has carved them to pieces, and this is a British Championship success, which should go into the record books. He's had such bad luck when he's been 100% fit. What a way to win his first British Championship. And who, one must argue, is going to stop him in his quest for world honours?
Eh? Have a swig first.
Look at that, it's all gone, man. Ian's got it all.
Kenny.
Lick it off your jacket. Look at that.
What? Kenny, you sure you have broken your leg? Kenny, you sure you have got a broken leg the way you rode there? It was remarkable.
I daren't touch the tapes again because I got warned once, and PC got a flyer, but I'm just happy that I won it.
But it looks as if the Collins brothers were going to carve you up there. You were in third place.
They both went out, you know, to chop me up, to help Peter, and they give me a hard time on the first two laps, but I came through on one, so that's what it's all about.
It was a remarkable race even in your career.
Just over the moon. Fantastic.
In an event won by Lance King, and Kenny Carter heading the British Challenge, but clearly still in trouble with that leg. It really is painful for him.
This has definitely been the worst, you know, the worst round for me. I've had more pain today than I did even at Oxford when, you know, that was only 4 weeks after the accident. So I'm going to go back to the hospital tomorrow morning and, you know, see what's the problem, because it's, you know, really giving me some pain today.
Leg has been playing up. One of the pins worked loose, so every race is an ordeal. And it was swiftly evident that his rivals weren't going to give him an easy passage. Carter in blue here in his first ride, and survives a really tremendously hair-raising first corner. They all pile in together. Carter gets a knock, comes around the outside. You see Sean Moran just jumps into the front here in the red helmet colour. But Kenny peeling off into second place. And away this time. And up to the corner, it is Carter who shows. Carter in front, Ross is second, and Carter is all over the place and trying to hang on, and he does so. He's got Larry Ross after him, and Anderson coming hard through as well. And Anderson's right on the back wheel of Carter, but Carter has survived the first lap.
Indeed, it was disappointment for Carter, who with 6 points from his 5 rides failed to qualify for the final in Gothenburg. He lost 2 in a run-off for the reserve position for the final to Britain's Alan Graham.
Kenny Carter, it's perfect day, except that the track is becoming very slick as it dries. Is this going to favour the Americans?
Yeah, I think so, Gary. Last year when the track was so slick, the Americans seemed to be making the start better, and I just hope that the English boys can make the start good today, and hopefully we can win the meeting.
Tapes go, and up to the first corner. It's a tight bundle. It's Schwartz and Carter, and Wig coming through on the inside.
Oh, Carter again with some patience, and the referee might not be too happy. And we have again some drama, and Carter is being accused of charging the tapes.
Well, there's an agitated Kenny Carter who clearly is unhappy, and we know this young man from the past is not short of a word or two. We've got Gary Newbond down there with him.
Well, Kenny, we can show you a playback of that. How did you see it?
If you're watching a minute, I touched the tapes. And look at Dennis Sigalos now, he just put his hand up. Look at that. And how can he exclude me for that? Dennis Sigalos pulled back and put his hands up. And look at this now. Look at Sigalos, and he's excluding me.
So that was the wrong decision in your book?
I think it's Dennis Sigalos. He just pulled back and put his hand up. It's not my fault.
Kenny Carter, of course, with us with our commentary team. Kenny, now you've had a few harsh words to say about the performances of the English lads just getting here. Do you still feel they aren't really doing enough to win this title?
Not really, Dave. I think they've got a good chance today of winning the title, especially if they went as fast as they did yesterday. But I only hope that they can make better starts and then we can bring the title back to England.
What about the motivation, Kenny? Because it does seem the Americans have a better team spirit, and there has been some unrest in the England camp. I mean, you've been having words with a couple of them yourself.
Yeah, I've been trying to sort of encourage the English boys and, you know, tell them they can do it. And I just hope they can go out as a team today, not individuals, and pull it off and win the title.
And what about your own personal vendetta with a couple of the members of the squad? Is that still going strong?
Not really, Dave. You know, there's no vendetta. It was just a little bit of a misunderstanding, which we had at Coventry, and that's the way it goes. You know, I think everything's smoothed over now, and, you know, I just hope that the English boys can win it today.
Could be an interesting heat number 6. And they're taking a long time to hit the button the way they're going. Carter has made the jump and has cut. Nilsson absolutely took his front wheel off. Ruthless Speedway from England's #1. And Nilsson looked pointedly up to the referee because Carter was completely merciless. And up to the line, it is Carter and Moran as we expected. And in Medjara fan, Moran has swung back down the inside of Carter. Brilliant piece of cornering, but Carter aware of that manoeuvre and moves across to cover it. Tremendous piece of action, and Moran swinging right out in the dirt as Carter goes clear. And on the outside, the unbeaten individually, Kenny Carter. 4 straight wins. He has been merciless from the outside. He'll swing right across the field if he's got half a length on them. Heat 15 and up to the line. It is Carter again. His starting is jet propelled. In second place it is Tatum. In third it is Knudsen. But Kenny Carter is leaving those traps like a long dog.
Well, I've had 5 races so far and I've won all 5 races, so I'm feeling pretty confident, and we just have to see how it goes. You know, I'll give it my best shot and try 200%, and if I win it, fantastic. If I lose it, well, I've tried my best.
Kenny Carter on the outside in the red helmet as a former England captain, 25 a couple of months ago. He seems to have been around for ages. He was riding Speedway at the age of 16 at Newcastle in 1978. Since then he's been with Halifax, and now this year Bradford, a world finalist 3 times. This is his 56th cap, and he'll be leading the England Challenge.